bookish besties, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a quick book haul. I haven't done one of these in a while because I've been staying away from doing a book haul. This is probably going to be my only book haul until April, which is around my birthday, which is when I normally do another like large buying of books, but I think I'm only going to focus on buying new releases this year and trying to read them as soon as I buy them, or just not buying as many books because, like I said in my 25 for 2025 and my 2025 goals, that I want to focus on my physical TBR. I filmed this the other day, so I'll be in a different outfit, but I hope you guys enjoy seeing all the books that I got for the Barnes & Noble 33% off hardbacks after Christmas. So without further ado, please watch me go through all of the books that I bought so far in 2025. So every year after Christmas, I go pretty wild at the Barnes & Noble hardcover sale. There's gonna be a lot of books. But first things first, look at this bag. Completely obsessed. My mom sent me like the Instagram reel of it, and I went on that night and bought it, and I'm so happy I did because it's sold out everywhere now, and I'm just completely enamored with this. When I went, I also got a few books. So this was a little after Christmas. For this trip, I also got The Whispering Dead by Darcy Coates, but that one is already in my 25 for 2025 pile, so that's why it's not going to be here. I got Witches Abroad and Weird Sisters by Terry Pratchett. So this is the final two books in the Witches like little mini-series in Discworld. So I've been collecting these covers because I really enjoy them rather than the Marks Market paperbacks. So these are the two that I got from that. Then I got one that I'm very excited about. It's Blood of Hercules. I heard this is a reverse harem, and I'm always in when it's a reverse harem. This cover, first of all, stunning. Second of all, look at that art. The back says, "I'm just a girl. As it turns out, I'm Hercules." She goes to a Spartan War Academy, and I believe she goes into a trial or something. And it's a dark romance, which I've just been really craving dark romances lately. I don't know what is in the air, but I've really just been wanting like something extremely dark. Now we're going into the books I actually bought at the Barnes & Noble Christmas hardcover sale. And you know what? I can't remember what I got. I got Wisteria by Adeline Grace because I do plan on reading Belladonna. And I also wanted to get this one, so like, because I have all the versions of Belladonna and Foxglove. I have both of the versions with like the pretty hardcover and also with like the pretty art inside. So that's why I wanted to grab this one, and I figured I'm gonna buy it anyway, so why not get it while it's on sale. I got this one because obviously I knew I was gonna be reading Sword of Kaigen, and I wanted more M.L. Wong, and this is her first traditionally published book, so that is Blood over Brighthaven. Very pretty. We've got sprayed edges. We've got a really pretty map. So this one is: the first woman ever admitted to a prestigious order of mages unravels a secret conspiracy that could change the practice of magic forever. And it's a standalone dark fantasy. So I'm very excited for this one because it's going to be magic based, which I feel like is going to be the theme for this year, because R.F. Kuang recently said she's coming out with Catabasis or Catabasis, and that one's also like a very powerful mage going into hell to retrieve her professor's soul. So I'm very excited for all of the magic we're gonna get this year, and I hope I love this one just as much as I love the Sword of Kaigen, because you guys know right now how obsessed, absolutely obsessed I am with Sword of Kaigen. Then I got A Monsoon Rising. So this is the second one to the Hurricane Wars. Have not read the Hurricane Wars yet. I might read it this year. It's not on my 25 for 2025, but again, just a beautiful book. I've heard so many good things about the Hurricane Wars. Again, like, this is pretty sprayed edges, but I don't like when they do the plain sprayed edges. And there's also very pretty art in this as well. Then I'm excited for this one. This is a YA. It's The Dagger and the Flame. Again, I've heard really good things about this one. I've only gotten like red books so far. And when you open it, it's so pretty. It's like very like, kind of looks like London, kind of looks like they're like assassins, heisty vibes. So I really love that vibe as well. And it says, "In a deadly game of revenge, the most dangerous mistake of all is falling in love." Sometimes I find that so corny, but sometimes I find that so like, like you get like, ooh, little like goosebumpies almost. But really pretty stuff on this one. And again, there's like really cool stuff with like the map, and then there's also like a list of players, order of the cloaks. They do different like houses, different orders. So I'm just gonna read you this little top thing. In the dark underbelly of a beautiful city, two rival gang members are pitted against each other in a deadly game of duty and revenge in which the most dangerous mistake is falling in love. So this is the last one in the Plated Prisoner series, which is on my 25 for 2025. And I figured I'd just grab it because I have all of these gold ones gold and white ones, and I wanted them to be pretty and match up on my shelf, and just to secure them so that I have all of them. This is a really fun one, so it's not like an actual, like, you know, book, but it's more of like a info book on like your favorite thing. Designing Terry Pratchett's Discworld. So I figured if I'm gonna read Discworld, why not see it in color too? So look at how cute. There's the turtle, and then the little 4 elephants, and then where the disc sits. So that's how his world is set up. And I just think this is gonna be so much fun because you get to see like all of the creatures and the people drawn out, and like all of the inspirations, like the 3 wizards. Look at that. That's so cool. Plus, again, it was a hardcover, so it was whatever, the 33% off. So I think this is awesome. I got a lot of sequels in this because a lot of sequels came out in hardback. So this is Where the Library Hides. This is the second book to What the River Knows, and I've heard that one is amazing as well. It gives you like the Mummy, like an Indiana Jones adventurer kind of vibe because it takes place in like the deserts of Egypt. And I love the art that's in these because it's just giving the Mummy. And I love that movie. It's got the cool little hieroglyphs on the front. But yeah, I just like the vibe of the Mummy where it's like adventurers and like archaeology and stuff. So very exciting. Then this one I'm so excited about. You guys know my love for Emily Rath and pucking around. So this is North is the Night. So she wrote a fantasy book. So I'm so excited. It's so pretty. And again, like the art, she has like more art and stuff on her Instagram page too. Look at that. That's so pretty. Honestly, I can't. Another one that I got is Throne of Secrets by Karen Maniscalco. So I wanted this edition so it would match my pink one that I got. I haven't read anything from Karen Maniscalco. I'm like so behind on all of these reads. But I got this again so it would match the first one. And I know I'm going to love the first and this one. So I'm very excited. I know this is about another one of the Princes of Hell. This is the Prince of Gluttony, so that'll be interesting. Then we have Glow of the Everflame. I bought Spark of the Everflame not that long ago, but this is on my 25 for 2025. I'm so excited. I've heard this is a really, really good romantasy series. And again, we've got pretty art on the front. Very cool embossed hardcover. So I'm very excited for this one. Again, I don't really know what the first one's about, but I figured why not get the second one to match. Then I got this one because it was just too pretty to pass up, and I'd been thinking about it for a while. And this is Under the Oak Tree, the novel, volume 1 by Suji Kim. So this is Most fairy tales end with a wedding and a happily ever after, but this is no fairy tale. So I think this is going to be a very different take on your typical like princess story. And I love the sprayed edges. The first moment I saw you, I knew you would ruin me. That's so pretty. Okay, we're on our third and final bag. So we have Levi Grossman's The Bright Sword. So he wrote The Magicians. I watched a little bit of the show, but I really just loved this cover with the sword and like the antlers and then the sword on the side. This is a King Arthur retelling. Oh, his name is Lev. I'm sorry, not Levi, Lev Grossman. So it's a gifted young knight named Colum, and he goes to Camelot, and it's just them, I think, rebuilding Camelot after a battle. There's duels, quests, battles, tournaments, magic swords, and Fisher Kings. Then we have one I'm also very excited about. This is Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. I've literally heard nothing but good things about this, and I really want more dragons. So it says, I will find a way to defy death itself to keep you here. We have a deal. An exiled princess teams up with the last man she thought she could trust in the start of a dazzling and unforgettable epic fantasy romance series. I didn't know it was going to be a series. These last two I picked up because they just looked gorgeous, and I read the synopses and I thought they sounded amazing. These are ones I've never heard of. So this is The Enchanted Lies of Celeste Artois. So this is like an old like magical Paris. In this lush and lyrical fantasy, Ryan Groudon transports readers to the hidden magical pockets of early 1900s Paris, a place of enchanted salon, fortune tellers who can change your stars, and doors that can take you to the most unexpected places. So I'm very excited because she's an artist. It's gonna be very like whimsical Paris, like think almost like you're like hidden, like a little bit of like Regency London, but also not. And it's gonna be like, I think, like dark and grimy, and it's just so, I love the cover. Look at that. It's like the Eiffel Tower, but then there's a lock and she's in there and there's a cat. And I just love this design on the outside. I was just like obsessed with this and I'm really excited. I hope this is good when I read it. If not, I'll probably cry. Then this is another one that I've never read from this author, but it is Susanna Clark. So she wrote Piranesi, which I'm planning on reading at some point because my husband is completely obsessed with it. But this is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Noral. And I just love this like chunky boy. I love chunky books. The cover is just so pretty. It's like trees and the ocean and it like flows so beautifully. And there's an introduction by V.E. Schwab and then on the front it says the book I wish I'd written by R.F. and that R.F. Kuang said that. And we all know she's an amazing author. 1806, England is beleaguered by the long war with Napoleon and centuries have passed since magicians faded from view. But scholars discover that one remains, the reclusive Mr. Noral, whose displays of magic send a thrill through the country. Proceeding to London, he raises a woman from the dead and summons an army of ghostly ships to terrify the French. Yet the cautious Noral is challenged by the emergence of another magician. Young, handsome, and daring Jonathan Strange is his very antithesis. So begins a dangerous battle between these two great men, which overwhelms that between England and France. And soon their own secret dabblings with the dark arts are going to cause more trouble than they can imagine. And I just think that sounds so good. Again, we're following like the magic scholarly vibes of this year. But I'm really excited because she's known for her like extremely like fever dreamy whimsical writing, and I'm really excited for that. And a lot of people have said really good things, especially coming from R.F. Kuang. I just love her. That's the end of my little mini book haul. So there were like 19 books, so this is like I'm done for the year. I haven't really been buying anything other than this. I've been getting my book of the month, so I just got The Favorites by Lainey Fargo, I think, and I'm really excited for that one. That one is going to be like a drama between two Olympian figure skaters that were like extremely scandalous. So I'm very excited for that. I love a good like just dramatic fiction every once in a while. So as you can see, I got so many books and I'm so excited to read them all. A lot of them, like I said in the footage, are sequels, so I'm very excited to get into the first book, go right into the second book, like I said as well in another video, that I want to focus on like reading series closer together this year, so that's one of my goals. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please leave a book stack emoji and let me know what books you've bought so far, or that you bought technically at the end of 2024, but we'll just count it for this new year that we're going to be reading them in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for future content, and as always, happy reading and love you. Bye!